Hi, I saw a stat the other day that said that 90% of guitar players give up in their first year. Now, I don't know if that's true. It was on like some guitar forum from like 2007. But I feel like it might be. Because in my experience, quitting is kind of like part of the process of learning how to play. You know what I mean? Like on my first try, it didn't work out. I feel like people quit for a number of reasons. Maybe it's harder than you think. Maybe it takes longer than you think. Maybe you have less time than you think. Maybe you just lose motivation. And yeah, those are all true. But to get a little philosophical with you, you know, I don't think those are like the actual reason so much as symptoms of the reason. Deep. What is the reason then? What I think it comes down to is loss of inspiration. To be clear, I mean inspiration, not motivation. I feel like those two words are used kind of like interchangeably, but they're different words. So motivation is important. You know, it's like what drives you to keep going when you really don't want to. Motivation's what gets you to go to the gym. It's what gets you to study for that test. But with those two things in mind, they're a little different than learning how to play guitar. Because like both those things have external motivators. Like if you don't exercise, you know, you're gonna get heart disease and die. Or if you don't study, you're gonna fail and then you're gonna not get a degree and then you're not gonna get a job and you're gonna die. Whereas, you know, if you don't learn bar chords, you're probably fine. Like theoretically, you know, you can get external motivators to learn guitar. Like you can join a band, so if you don't learn, you're letting down your friends. But even with those, quitting's still an option. Inspirational. So with guitar, like what it really comes down to is you have to want to play. And that's where inspiration comes in. It's like the reason you ever wanted to pick up the guitar in the first place. And see, I originally wanted to make a video on like top 5 ways to stay inspired. But that's the thing with inspiration. You can't like really force it and it kind of just comes from like random places. Maybe you hear a really good song. Maybe, you know, you see a cloud that looks like a guitar. I don't know. And the thing with quitting, it's not really like something you do on purpose. Like there's not just one day where you're like, no. To be a little poetic, you know, it's like the flame of passion goes out slowly. So I guess what I'm really trying to say, and the point of this video, don't let that happen. Stay inspired. Listen to new album, listen to old album, go see a concert, look at clouds, then do LSD. Probably don't do that. I don't know, work for the Beatles. Anyway, it's easy to get caught up in like how boring it is to, you know, practice and do like chord changes, or how hard it is to learn a song with some chords you don't know, or whatever. What I'm trying to say is just have fun with it. At the end of the day, you don't have to play unless you're like a rock star and then it's your job. But for most of us, it's not something that we have to do. But if you do it, it can be a fun time. No, and that's pretty much all I have to say. I know this video is kind of corny and didn't really teach you anything, but hopefully it got you inspired, or at least helped you waste like 2 minutes of your life. If you want to share with me like why you started playing, or like how you keep going, I like to hear about it. I appreciate you watching. Thank you. Okay.